In 1995, the cost of tuition at a large Midwestern university was $144 per credit hour. In 2005, tuition had risen to $238 per credit hour. Determine a linear equation to represent the cost C of tuition as a function of x, the number of years since 1995. So to find our linear equation, which we'll write using function notation, because we want c as a function of x, we'll write the given information as ordered pairs, and then we'll use those ordered pairs in order to find our linear function. Where for each ordered pair, the first value will be x, which represents the input, or in this case the number of years since 1995, and the second value will be the output, c of x, which would be the cost per credit hour. So it's important to recognize here that x is a number of years since 1995, so x equals 0 represents the year 1995. And now let's write the given information as ordered pairs. So first, in 1995, the cost of tuition was $144 per credit hour. So because the year is 1995, we know the input, or x, would be equal to 0. And because the cost is $144 per credit hour, we know the output, or function value c of x, equals 144. Next, in 2005, tuition had risen to $238 per credit hour. For our second ordered pair, because the year is 2005, which is 10 years since 1995, the x value or input is 10, and the cost per credit hour is $238, and therefore the output or function value c of x equals 238. Now, if we have a hard time determining the value of x here, we can always determine x by taking the given year, in this case 2005, and subtracting the base year of 1995, which will give us 10. Now we have all the information we need in order to find our linear function. Where our linear function in slope-intercept form would be in the form f of x equals mx plus b, where m is equal to the slope, which would be the constant rate of change, which is equal to the change in the outputs divided by the change in the inputs, and b is equal to the vertical intercept, which would also be the initial value or starting value, which we can always find using the ordered pair 0, b. So looking at our ordered pairs, notice how we have the ordered pair 0, 144, which means the initial cost per credit hour is 144, and therefore we know that b, the vertical intercept, would be positive 144. So now we're just left to find the constant rate of change, which would be the slope. And we can do this, again, by determining the change in the cost divided by the change in years. So here we'd have m is equal to, well, the change in the cost per credit hour would be equal to 238 minus 144, and the change in the years would be 10 minus 0. 238 minus 144 is equal to 94, so we have 94 divided by 10, which equals 9.4. And now we have all the information we need to write our linear function c of x. We would have c of x equals the slope m, which is 9.4, times the input x, plus b, or in this case, plus 144. I hope you found this helpful.